He was a Jedi Master that survived Order 66.
Months of attacking Imperial targets and Vader sends a boy to fight me?
So what is Rahm Kota's story? LXIV presents Star Wars Lore Episode 64, The Life of Rahm Kota. Kota was born on a planet engulfed by war and so had to fight even as a child. As a young adult, he met and became friends with Mace Windu after the Jedi travelled to the planet in order to negotiate peace. When Windu completed his mission, he took Rahm to Coruscant's Jedi Temple so he could train in the Jedi arts. He was trained by Master Yoda and soon achieved the rank of Jedi Knight. He was not incredibly liked as he was always honest and wasn't afraid to speak his mind, which led him to questioning High Council decisions. However, he was recognised as being very loyal to the Republic and for having much courage, as he always took on the Order's most dangerous missions. When the Clone Wars began, Kota, who was a Jedi Master, became a Jedi General. However, he did not think the clones were fit for duty and so refused to lead them in combat. He trained his own militia, which included mercenaries and separatist prisoners of war, as he felt they were vastly more creative and intelligent than clones. Over the course of the Clone Wars, Kota came to the opinion that the conflict would see the destruction of the Galactic Republic and the Jedi, along with the rise of Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. This opinion became reality when Palpatine issued Order 66, which wiped out most of the Jedi and changed the Galactic Republic into the Galactic Empire. Because Kota led his own militia rather than the clone troopers, he managed to survive Order 66 and he went into hiding in the Outer Rim. Whilst Kota and his militia were in hiding, the Jedi Master recruited those who opposed the Galactic Empire in order to take down the superpower. He organised strikes on Imperial targets along with raids, and he also became allies with Senator Bail Organa. Through Organa, Kota was able to maintain communications with surviving Jedi, including Shaak Ti. Over this time, Rahm focused on drawing out Darth Vader so he could face the Sith Lord one-on-one and eliminate the former Jedi. One attempt to draw out Vader saw Kota and his militia taking over a TIE fighter construction facility. This seemed to have done the trick when an Empire ship approached the station. When Kota was confronted by a young man and not the Dark Lord, he was surprised and underestimated the Sith stood in front of him.
A boy?
Soon after, a lightsaber duel left Rahm blind, and because of this, he broke one of the station's command centre's viewports, which forced him into the city below. During this time, Kota dropped his lightsaber, which Vader's apprentice took as a trophy. Kota managed to survive the fall as he landed on transport passing by. Blinded and injured, he went into hiding on Nar Shaddaa. He felt as if he had lost his connection with the Force, which turned him to alcohol. Bail Organa found Rahm to recruit him for a mission to rescue his adopted daughter Leia. However, Kota refused as he felt he was in no condition to help. Organa then organised transport for him to travel to Cloud City. Whilst on Cloud City, Kota let himself fall into a deeper, careless state, drinking a lot of alcohol and letting his hair grow. He was approached one time by a familiar voice asking for help, insisting he needed Kota's mind, not his vision. This was in fact Vader's apprentice who wanted to create a rebellion which he and Vader could use to remove Sidious from power. Somewhat tricked, Kota complied as he genuinely thought the apprentice was rebelling against Vader. On Corellia, the senators Kota and the apprentice convinced to join the rebellion came together. Whilst the meeting was in progress, Imperial soldiers commanded by Vader attacked. In the process, the Dark Lord restrained Kota after he offered some resistance. Rahm was then taken prisoner and was transported to the Death Star. He was held in the space station with the other senators, which included Organa. Kota was taken to the Emperor for interrogation and to be executed, but before the Emperor could kill him, Vader's former apprentice came to the rescue. The former apprentice, Galen Marek, defeated Vader, and Darth Sidious tried to sway him back to the dark side.
Kill him and you can take your rightful place at my side.
At this point, Kota force grabbed the Emperor's lightsaber and killed 2 of his royal guards. He then leaped towards Sidious but was greeted with force lightning, which Marek had to stop. Not long after, Marek was stood over the Emperor ready to kill him, but Kota stated that doing so and giving into the dark side would negate all his hard work against the Empire. After some hesitation, Galen agreed and so tried to escape with the senators and Kota, but as they were in this process, Sidious shot lightning into the back of Rahm. Marek then moved to block the attack and urged Kota and the others to leave. Rahm did not want to just leave Galen, but he was forced to when Imperial forces showed up. As they all escaped the Death Star via the Rogue Shadow, Sidious overpowered and killed the formerly known Starkiller. Marek's sacrifice helped inspire the rebellion, and the Marek family crest was even used as its symbol, meaning hope. In the years to come, Kota and Juno Eclipse, Marek's former pilot and lover, participated in many missions together, and Kota adopted the Rogue Shadow. One particular mission went wrong, and Kota was captured, forced to fight in a gladiatorial pit, which saw him fight the likes of a Krayt Dragon and stormtroopers. On his 7th day of captivity, he was very fatigued but had to face another competitor. To Kota's surprise, it was Marek. However, this was a clone of Starkiller, who was given the memories of Galen on Kamino. With these memories, the clone remembered Juno Eclipse, and so had rejected to be Vader's apprentice, fled Kamino, and found Kota, who was the only one who could lead him to Juno. The clone then helped Kota escape the pit. Vader came up with a plan for Boba Fett to kidnap Eclipse and take her to Kamino so that the clone would follow, which would allow the Sith Lord to turn him back to the dark side or even kill him. The lure was set, and the clone alongside Kota were all too eager to follow it. With help from the Rebel Alliance, Kota and the clone battled their way through the Imperial forces, which included Rahm defeating Fett before the bounty hunter escaped. Starkiller came face to face with Vader, and after a lengthy lightsaber duel, the clone was left standing over the Sith Lord. Starkiller was ready to kill Vader, but Kota told him not to so he could be taken prisoner and interrogated. The clone complied. Kota's next act was to find his former Padawan, Falcon Grey, to recruit him for the Rebel Alliance cause. When he arrived on Dantooine, he found out that Grey had been killed a while back by the Great Jedi Purge. However, he found a clone of him which Grey brought up like a son. His name was simply X2, and he was the second clone/son of the former Jedi Padawan. Kota saw a lot of potential in the farm boy, and so was happy when X2 accepted to join the rebellion. X2 served as a rebel agent, and on each mission he carried out, Kota guided him. Kota led a group to infiltrating the Death Star with the intentions to steal information on the station's capabilities and to rescue any prisoners. With the guidance of Kota, X2 managed to complete both of these goals, and the group rejoined the Alliance on Yavin 4. Soon after, the rebels attacked the station and Luke Skywalker destroyed it. Thanks partly to Kota, X2 and the rest of the group, the rebellion managed to take down one of the enemy's biggest weapons. Now it's time for this week's question. Which Force Unleashed game is better, 1 or 2? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 2 comments below. If you want to learn more about someone or something from the Star Wars universe, leave a comment. And for more Star Wars lore, keep it locked here to the Kangazan.
You are all traitors to the Empire. You will be interrogated, tortured. You will give me the names of your friends and allies. And then you will die.